To automate lead qualification workflows in n8n, start by opening your n8n workspace dashboard and clicking Create Workflow. Give it a clear descriptive name like Lead Qualification Automation. Then open the workflow editor. Before you add any nodes, pause and plan exactly how you want leads to be evaluated. Decide where your leads will come from, maybe a website form, a webhook from your marketing platform, or an incoming email. Determine what information you need to check. Is it just a completed email address, or do you need company size, budget range, or interest level? Think about how you want to categorize leads: qualified, not qualified, needs review, and what should happen after that decision. Planning first saves you from rebuilding logic later. For your first step, click Add First Step and select your lead source trigger. If you're using a web form, the n8n webhook node is a great choice because it gives you a unique URL to paste into any form builder. For a CRM like HubSpot or Salesforce, use their dedicated trigger node. Configure the trigger with the necessary credentials and then test it by submitting a sample lead. Look at the output to see exactly what fields come through. Field names like email, company, budget, message. This raw data is the starting point for your qualification. Now, clean and organize that incoming lead information. Add a data processing node such as set or function right after your trigger. Rename fields to match your internal system. For example, change name to full_name or budget to budget_range. Remove any unnecessary fields that won't be used for qualification and format values so they're consistent. If one source sends a budget as $5K and another sends $5,000, standardize that into a numeric value. Clean data prevents errors when you apply your qualification logic. Run the workflow again and review the updated data to confirm everything looks right. Next, add the core decision-making node, the IF node. Connect it after your data processing step. This is where you define your qualification rules. For example, you might check if the lead's email contains a company domain from your target list, if their budget is above a certain threshold, or if they selected a specific interest category. The IF node evaluates each lead and splits the workflow into two branches, one for leads that pass your condition and one for those that don't. Keep your initial logic simple, maybe just a single check for budget. You can always add more conditions later. Save the node and test with different lead data to confirm the split works correctly. With your IF node in place, build out the different paths. On the true branch where leads meet your criteria, you might assign a status of qualified. Use a set node to add a field like lead_status and set it to qualified. On the false branch, you can set the status to not qualified or needs review if you want a human to double check. This simple step makes it easy to filter and track leads later in your CRM. Test each path to ensure the correct status is applied. Now add a notification node to alert your team about qualified leads. Connect it after the status assignment on the true branch. You can use the email node to send a simple message with the lead's name and contact info, or use a Slack node to post a message to a sales channel. Configure the notification content to include only the most important details. Too much information can overwhelm the team. Send a test notification and confirm it arrives exactly how you expect. Next, store the lead information in your destination system. Add a CRM node like HubSpot, Salesforce, or a database node. Connect it after the notification step on the true branch. Map the fields from your workflow to the corresponding fields in your CRM. For example, map email to the email field in your CRM, full_name to the name, and lead_status to the lead status field. Test the connection by running a qualifying lead through the workflow and checking that the record appears correctly in your CRM. For unqualified leads or those needing review, store them in a separate list or spreadsheet so they aren't lost, but don't clutter your main pipeline. Finally, add follow-up automation. On the true branch, after storing the lead, add steps like scheduling a follow-up email, creating a task in your project management tool, or setting a reminder for a sales call. For example, use the schedule node to delay a follow-up email by 24 hours, then send a personalized message. On the false branch, you might add a node to add the lead to a nurture campaign. Test the complete workflow from trigger to final action, verifying each node executes without errors. If something goes wrong, check the execution log. It shows the data flowing through each step, so you can pinpoint where a condition failed or a field mapping was wrong. Once everything works, activate the workflow. Return to your dashboard, save your progress, and click the Active toggle. From that moment on, n8n will automatically process every new lead that enters your system. You can now step away from manual review and let your automation handle the sorting. Review the results regularly. Check whether your qualified leads actually convert, and adjust your IF conditions if you're missing good opportunities or letting in too many low-value ones. Automating lead qualification saves your team hours each week and ensures no valuable lead falls through the cracks. If you ever need to revisit these steps, save this video or make a note of your workflow ID. Thanks for following along.